So today I want to share 5 key features of Photolab that have made my life so much easier, so much more fun, and driven a much greater image quality. I've used Lightroom for many years, and what I've come to realize is that being the market leader does not mean being the best. I find Lightroom quite cumbersome, not as accurate as I would require, and also I'm wasting a lot of time making up for Lightroom shortcomings. So after a few months of using Photolab 9, I realized how complacent I'd become in using Lightroom, overcoming the shortfalls in the software, wasting time in trying to manipulate my images to achieve the quality that I wanted. What I felt uncomfortable with was the amount of AI generation that was being created by Lightroom, and that was taking me away from real photography. And if you feel the same, then this is the video for you. There is a link, by the way, in the description below for a 30-day free trial, and there's also a discount code there should you decide to purchase it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Your support goes a massive way in motivating me to make more of these videos for you. The first thing that hit me was noise reduction in Photolab 9. Here we've got Photolab 9 on the left and we've got Lightroom on the right. Undenoised image. So that's the original high ISO image. Both using standard denoise. You can see there how the denoise is applied. Standard settings at the moment. Look at the difference in just the standard settings. Look at the iris of this leopard here. And also just notice very quickly how you can scroll between the original and the edited image. Photolab 9 has eliminated the noise at this high ISO. There's still noise within the Lightroom image. But one of the things you can do in Photolab 9 is also increase the details. You can get it to force details. Look at the way it's now producing those hairs across the eyebrows. If I go into Lightroom, if I push that to get rid of the noise, look how it softens the image. We've got all that detail in Photolab 9. And what we're getting is now softness. And almost, if I push it all the way, we get like a plasticized effect. Look at the detail or lack of detail around the edge of the eye of the leopard. This to me is a massive differentiator. Right, let's move on to some more of these. And then there's the superior masking of Photolab 9. So let's demonstrate the capabilities of the AI masking versus Adobe Lightroom. So on Lightroom, let's very quickly have a look. I've used the landscape option to select the mountains, the vegetation, the water, the natural ground, and the sky. You can see if I select sky, it's bled into the mountains. The natural ground, it hasn't picked all of the stuff up at the front. The water, it got the lake and a little bit of the falls, but there's some in the foreground. So it's really not done the best job possible. So let me now show you the AI and control point and control line masking in Photolab, which is far superior to the masking within Lightroom. So what I can do here is I can click on the AI masking, and you can see as I hover over things, it starts to select them. It gives me a rough outline of what it will select. And you can have submasks, so you can have multiple selections within the same mask. I'm going to pick this tree just to demonstrate this capability. I really just want to bring up that so that it balances across the image and drops the highlights just that little bit, just so it gives that detail in the tree. Try doing that in Lightroom. Even the object selection wouldn't do that for you. If I go across to here and pick the vegetation, it would just impact all of those elements of that image. And then in Photolab 9, I've got control points and control lines. These allow me to have really detailed exposure control of a mask. So I'm going to drag that control line there. You can see I've got an eyedropper now. It's selected quite a bit of the image. I want to bring it onto the blues of the sky. I can increase the chroma, which really starts to pick the colors. And you can see now it's excluded the tree, it's excluded the sky, the clouds as well, which is what I want to do because I want control of the blue within this mask. And you can see now it's given me a great deal of control over exactly what my mask controls. That's brilliant. So now I can just drop the exposure of that sky. You can see that, and look at that, there's no halo in. Try doing that in Lightroom without a halo. And that's why there are so many videos on YouTube. The reason there's so many is because it's virtually impossible to actually get rid of halos in Lightroom. And Photolab 9 does have the standard masks that you would anticipate in any, but it also has some great hair and faces and clothes portraiture photography as well. And there is so much more to the precision masking within Photolab 9 that I'd love to show you, but I want to make this video as short as possible, so hopefully this has given you a great intro. Now, one thing I really love about my workflow is the ability for the software to automatically know how to render an image. Different software packages render it in different ways. So again, on the right, we've got Lightroom, left Photolab 9, and what we've got here is you can see the level of detail and the rendering straight out of the box with the lens corrections made. So I've just put the defaults in here for Lightroom, remove chromatic aberration, profile corrections. It knows what the information is. But that really is all about I can do with it. Whereas in Photolab 9, we've got the lens sharpness, the chromatic aberration. So we've got the same things, but actually, I can actually increase the intensity of the sharpness, and you can see the impact that has. Look at the detail. These are zoomed in at just over 100%. Look at the detail in those feathers compared with the detail in Lightroom. Raw rendering straight out of box, absolutely fantastic. I just hope the clarity of that comes across on YouTube. And with Photolab 9, there's no more Lightroom headaches. And I'm going to show you what I mean by this, because the Lightroom database is so heavy and so huge compared with the Photolab 9 one, which is really compact, but still contains all the same information. So we've got the picture of the bird here. You can see that's a roller lilac. I've got my keyword in. I've got my colors, my ratings, whether it's been accepted, etc. We've got a whole raft of different information. And because it's folder based against the XMP files, it just works and it's light. Strange screen now, but to prove it, on the left again, we have the Photolab 9 database with all of that information contained in it, 1.88 gigabytes against 60,000, 70,000 images. Lightroom, unbelievable, 187 gigabyte, 278,000 files and 46,000 folders for approximately the same, well, it is exactly the same number of images. That is just massive amounts of data storage and processing required for that catalog. And yet Photolab 9 achieves this in 1/100th of the amount of data storage. And this may explain why you have to spend all that time importing and you can't move folders outside of Lightroom without getting all those missing file notifications and all the other errors that it brings about. And it's so easy to migrate from Lightroom to Photolab 9, go into the catalog settings and just select automatically write changes to slide card files if you haven't already. That'll write all that keyword data to the XMP, and then Photolab 9 can import that. So Photolab 9 has really helped to give my photos and images the wow factor and driven up the quality of my final images. These features I've demonstrated today are really just touching the surface, but they are ones that I find invaluable and far superior to Lightroom. So I highly recommend Photolab 9. It saves me so much more time. I'm not wasting time like I would in Lightroom. It's made my editing sessions so much more productive. The final image looks how I want it to look through visualization and reality. And my photos, I think, look better because of it. If you've got any questions, by the way, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I always respond to comments. Remember to check out the free trial, and also if you do purchase, get that discount applied. The code is down in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and also check out these videos next. Thank you very much for your time in watching this video, and until next time, thank you and see you soon.